being a playable character in a sea of non-playable characters in a world that can't critically think, and people outsourcing their thinking, outsourcing thought, just everything. Their behaviors to elites, well, I shouldn't say elites, but you get the picture. What do you think of when you think of that? When you think of the show, what the show is trying to do, and the trading cards as well, but the show, what we're trying to expose when we're talking to people on the show, and in the terms of being someone who can actually think in this world and break out of that matrix.
Yeah, man, you hit on a lot of good things. So breaking out of the matrix, you mentioned fiat, you mentioned the trading cards. I'm super stoked to be working with Bitcoin trading cards. One of the things we're really trying to impress upon people is scarcity and rarity. The hashtag is make cards rare again. So just a couple of weeks ago, we were at a Vegas card show. This was a Vegas show, Las Vegas at the Rio Casino, and it was sports cards, it was Pokemon cards, and all the other trading cards, right? And so we show up with a booth, Bitcoin trading cards, big banner, all of our stuff, and really just tried to tell the story about scarcity or rarity. Sports cards have been around for a long time. Pokemon has been around for a little while, and it's gaining success with children and with adults. What makes those cards rare, or what makes them valuable, is maybe rarity. You have cards that are such as like one of ones, but you can have like Luka Doncic, like this is amazing player, but he's got one of one. You jump on eBay and you see there's 70 different one of ones. It's like what does that mean? What does a one of one mean? What does the scarcity mean? So going back to non-playable characters and trying to help wake people up, in that sense, we were trying to wake people up to sports cards and Pokemon, wake up kids, wake up adults that have been doing this for a long time. Like, you're spending a lot of money on Pokemon and sports cards, you're dumping money into that. And, is this just repetition? Are we all just playing this same game over and over? Because, if you really think about it, this ties into the sports cards, this ties into Bitcoin trading cards and that scarcity factor, right? So it ties into Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin is scarce, max cap 21 million, and in this 21 million, it's not gonna be reprinted again. But in the sports card world, or in the trading card world, you have reprints. Like Pokemon just did this big reprint of a really popular edition, right? So when they start to think about what scarcity is, it starts to trigger some more conversations in their head. It starts to realize, like, wait, this repetition of what I've always been doing of just buying the new Pokemon, buying the next new rookie cards, like, is that valuable? Am I just following a pattern? Am I just kind of continue this repetition? And so it felt really important, and it felt great to kind of bring some of these ideas to the people, to not only adults, but kids. Kids came around, we talked about Bitcoin, talked about scarcity. On the Bitcoin trading cards, you can see the hit list. You can see what you're going to get. These are limited edition prints, not going to be printed again. And that starts to click with them because they understand scarcity. They understand what it means to invest in something, invest in cards. And even at the Bitcoin conference, like, we're going to be able to have these conversations. Like, somebody was here today at the Thank God for Bitcoin conference, and the guy was like, what makes these cards so special? What makes these cards so valuable? Like, I've got sports cards and they're valuable. I was like, well, why are they valuable? Why are they valuable? Well, it's because someone likes that character, someone likes that player, they like Michael Jordan, so they're gonna collect Michael Jordan cards. And maybe you have investors that see that there's a cheap Michael Jordan card, so they're gonna buy that Michael Jordan card cheap and try to sell it high. And so, what is value? These are the questions that wake people up. Those are some of the things that just I could run for a while. So are we supposed to talk about breakfast? Did you have breakfast today?